Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that I wanted to try to do since everybody seems to be making tier lists. So I'm going to decide to make a tier list of some of the best and worst WWE champions from 2009 all the way to 2019 when the WWE Championship no longer exists. So, on that note, I'll be judging them for my opinions and how well their reign was. So let's begin with. I think we should start from top right here. And I know exactly where I'm going to put you. I'm sorry, folks. I know you do not like the fact that I'm pretty much bashing that guy. But you see, he did not need to win all those championships. More importantly, him winning those championships did not create any stars. Especially after Royal Rumble 2016. So yeah, he deserves to be there. And speaking of somebody else that deserves to be there, we're going to get onto that a little bit later. But for right now, I know exactly where we're going to put you. We're going to put you in a C rating. AJ Styles, I gotta say, he had like maybe 3 championships. No, actually 2. Only 2, from what I understand. He beat Dean Ambrose and he beat Jinder Mahal. Unfortunately, he was a transitional champion. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to everybody. Whilst he did have some decent matches as champion, his feuds, I'm sorry, Triple H didn't know how to build characters, which is why he's down there. Next up, for you, Dave, I'm going to have to put you also at a C. And the reason I'm putting you at a C is because of the fact, Dave, that while you did have some really good feuds with The Undertaker, it was basically feuds with The Undertaker and Edge. That's it. And probably your best championship reign was against Triple H. And unfortunately for you, you ran into Super Cena and it all went downhill from there. Speaking of someone going downhill, we're going to put Bray Wyatt at a D. Now, there's a reason for this. While Bray Wyatt's very first initial WWE Championship was a shock to us all, the reign itself, it was complete and utter gutter snipe. And anybody who watched WWE nowadays and kept up with it would probably know Bray Wyatt got the shaft. I mean, he was the goddamn champion and his title was taken by a certain someone via storyline. So, yeah, that was really a terrible, terrible reign for Bray Wyatt. And the only one he had. Oh boy. Time to probably spark a few angry people here. I'm teeter-tottering between B and C. Yeah, I'm gonna put him as B. And there's a good reason why. He's not getting higher than an A, but he's not getting any lower. Yeah, Brock held the title hostage. And yeah, that was really annoying, which is why he's not getting any higher. But that's pretty much all they got. Thanks to Triple H, he was all everybody got. And to be honest with you, it's better to have a champion like Brock than what we would have ended up having in Bray Wyatt. I mean, it's not that there's nothing wrong with Bray Wyatt winning the championship, but for some reason, Triple H specifically booked this man to lose. And now for the unexpected. Yeah, we're putting you in an A. We're putting you in A for a reason. And oh god, The Miz is literally getting off of the tier list for some reason. But the reason I'm putting Jeff Hardy at an A, because yeah, the guy had talent, the guy had charisma, the guy literally proved that he belonged. Thanks to the push from Taker, and also thanks to the feud with Edge, he definitely proved to the world that he belonged. It's a damn shame that his title reign was marred with drugs and a certain someone. But yeah, I will give Jeff Hardy the benefit of the doubt. He definitely proved to be the better champion. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get backlash for this, and I don't care. For one, it's the fucking Rock. What do you expect? Yeah, his 2009 run was actually 2013 run, wasn't? Yes, it was. And it was lackluster. I understand that. But you know what? There was a reason why he had to come back. This guy right here. Not because of the fact that he welcomed them back with open arms. Oh no. See, this guy's constant title reign took away all superstars, forcing him to take over as the leader of the pack. And yeah, he did have a decent match with CM Punk. And then he faced off against John Cena at WrestleMania, which was supposed to be once in a lifetime, only for him to get his ass whooped in a rematch the following year in WrestleMania. But I gotta say though, I'm gonna keep The Rock as an A because of the star power, and primarily because of the fact of how things was booked. Okay, Daniel, I know where you're going. Right here. Yeah, the Yes Movement was a good thing. The Yes Movement also brought about the full-fledged storyline that is one of the worst storylines in WWE, The Authority. That's the only reason why he's middle of the road. He's not getting any goddamn higher. Sorry. The Authority literally killed this man for ever going any higher. And the only reason he's not going any lower, environmentally friendly Daniel Bryan. Enough said. That was his best gimmick. And yeah, you're going down there with Triple H. You are garbage. Pure 100% garbage. How in God's name did you become Money in the Bank winner and a 3-time WWE champion is beyond me, but you stand right there. Alright. Gender, I gotta say, it's not the matter of the superstar, it's the matter of the shitty booking. And to be honest with you, it's not that he wasn't ready. Again, it was the matter of the shitty booking. That's why he's getting the D rank. And that's basically all it is, the D rank. But he was a dominant champion, don't get me wrong. His title reign was just lackluster at best. Well, I've already have the thumbs down because I put AJ Styles at a C, but yeah, you don't realize the amount of damage this guy has done just by being champion. You don't realize the amount of damage this guy's done because of the pipe bomb. You don't realize how much damage this guy has done to this industry. I'm putting him there for a reason. His title reigns definitely was lackluster and it killed ratings. While you may think he's the best wrestler in the world, again, this is my opinion. And needless to say, CM Punk deserves to be at an F. Randy, on the other hand, I'm putting Randy Orton at a C. And do you want to know why? He can have good title reigns, but during the Authority, he was at his worst. And never forget that feud with Jinder Mahal. And also the feud with Bray Wyatt. But again, during the Authority, he was literally at his worst. And there's no helping that. You can't really get behind that. But at the same time, I can respect the fact that the man has championships. Alright. We're putting Dean here. Sorry, Dean. I have to do this to you, man. That one championship reign you had, it's not as bad as having Triple H, but, dude, seriously. James Ellsworth. The only reason AJ Styles got into a C because he got a second reign. You didn't even get that. But seriously, James Ellsworth? That's the best I can say about his reign. And Kofi Mania, you're also getting a D. No, I'm sorry. How can you be the champion and you are constantly made to get your ass whipped over and over and over again? And more importantly, the fact that it took you this long to win. I mean, I was at first angry, and I did say Rupert Murdoch and Bob Iger deserved nothing good in life because you lost, because it was their idea for Brock to win. In hindsight, I still stand by that statement, but not because of the fact that it was them that told Vince McMahon to make Brock win. No, it's because of the fact in hindsight, what feuds did you have that was actually worthwhile aside from Daniel Bryan? And even then, that wasn't really that much of a feud. It was lackluster. No payoff. All it is was just the New Day just constantly doing the most and getting the ass whooped. And by New Day, I mean Xavier Woods and Big E, so that Kofi could get that push. God forbid when Big E finally won. Oh yeah. Why didn't they have a picture of Big E there? I don't know. But, that's just how this was made. Which brings us to... I gotta do it. I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it. I have to do it because of one thing and one thing only. He's a star. I have to do it because Edge has made some shocking and completely out of left field victory cash-ins, and he has climbed to the top, even though it was on the back of Lita, but still, he climbed to the top, and he managed to pull off some memorable moments. And more importantly, he had some memorable feuds. And the fact that the only feud he had for the championship, he failed miserably because Daniel Bryan was involved. I mean, I can't mark that away from him, but yeah, Edge had some brutal and downright memorable moments. So yeah, that's why I'm putting him at the top. Which leaves us with Bum Ass Chameleon. I'm putting you in F. There is no way in hell I'm going to put you higher than that. No way. Not because of bias, because let's face it, when it came down to his title reigns, it was this title reign right here specifically was literally the Authority. That's all it was. Nothing but the Authority. And nobody liked the Authority, and he's the reason why. And then he became Universal Champion, and we all know how that ended. Burials abound, but yeah, he is a terrible champion for every sense of the word. Okay, let's see how many people are going to get angry with this one. Probably a lot. The first time he won, that was the most magical moment that everybody ever had seen in their entire lives. The man finally did it. And then he proceeded to win 17 more. And that's when people started to get tired of him. He's not going any lower because, again, he wouldn't have to win 17 championships or 18 championships. I think it was 18. Yeah, he won 17, actually. He wouldn't have to win that much if Triple H learned how to book a goddamn wrestling match and actually build some stars and actually never think about kayfabe or characters or anything like that. But alas, John Cena was the go-to guy. He was more of a transitional champion than an actual reigning champion. Some of his title reigns were memorable. Others was just flip-flopping the belts with other people. But more important, well, specifically Edge. But I will put him up there because his feuds with Edge is the only thing that puts him at a high ranking. And his feuds with Brock as well. But again, they have to put, all that was left was Brock, and as of now, John Cena, who's going to compete for the U.S. Championship against Austin Theory. Alright, next up. Yeah, I put Roman Reigns at C. Middle of the road. On the side note, he's basically done well for himself and won the championship multiple times. On the other hand, those were some of the worst feuds I've ever seen in my life. I can't really get what to make of this guy. He could cut promos, and then sometimes he can't. He can actually be an effective face or heel, and sometimes he can't. But the fact of the matter is, the only good thing about Roman Reigns is the fact that he is trying to bring some sort of audience. And at least he's marketable. Or at least he would have been had it not been for a certain someone. Well, actually, no, he is marketable, but still, I do blame CM Punk for Roman Reigns being C tier instead of S tier. Next up, I gotta do it, man. He was nothing more than a transitional champ, and that's all there is to it. And on top of the fact he was a transitional champ when CM Punk was threatening to leave with the belt. What can I say about that? It's either he gets buried by Punk or he gets buried by Cena. In a way, since he's got worse things to worry about. Being buried by his own son. So yeah, as championship-wise, he wasn't really that good of a champion, to be honest with you. Which brings us to... his belt was the gimmick. Every championship reign he had, his belt was the gimmick. And that's all I can say about Sheamus. His belt was the gimmick. And he was Triple H's pride and joy, who also prided his gimmick upon the belt, instead of actually, making a sustainable gimmick. Which, now we have one last person, and... sorry, bro. I have to do this to you, Miz. Your only title reign was to be overshadowed by The Rock and John Cena. And even then, it still wasn't enough. While, yeah, you did have one of the best title reigns. Okay, let me rephrase that. Mediocre title reign at best. It still was a good fight with John Cena, despite the fact he gave you a concussion. Michael Cole. I'm sorry. You're not getting any higher because of Michael Cole. But still, at least you don't deserve an F rank. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's the end of the ranking for the Raw Deal WWE champions between 2009 and 2019. Yeah, I was thinking about the card game, by the way. I haven't played that in a while. Yeah, just looking at this kind of reminded me of the car game, but nonetheless, I'm prattling on. This is my list. This is my tier list. Thumbs up me, thumbs down me, I don't care. I'm just making it just for the hell of it. See you all next time.